All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand opening of the Batty Overwatch League Season 5. I am 30, brought to you here by Thrifty Senpai. Actually, you're my sponsor today. How are
Oh
you doing?
man.
Yeah,
Good, dude. It feels good to know that I didn't realize I picked up the sponsorship deal, but you know what? I'll take it. Pumped to cast some Overwatch.
yeah, me as well. Very excited to be back in the BOL, playing and casting and doing all the fun stuff with this league. I just love Overwatch in general. It's a very fun game, much more fun than other games we might have played last night. So
Well, at the very least, I hope that everything runs smoother than things did last night.
true.
Uh, I don't want to repeat that again. I don't think anyone wants to repeat that again.
Yeah, let's not.
But so we're starting things off with Casting Couch and Walmy Maybe. So what do you think about these two teams, 30?
Um, it should be, I think a pretty close matchup. I think the ceiling just for Walming maybe the skill ceiling and sort of like what I can expect out of them in terms of cool strats and like mechanical outplaying. Oh, we get the pause. I assume that's just the test of the
That
pause.
is the test
Perfect.
pause. Yep.
The test pause. But yeah, I think Walmy maybe has the slight advantage just on paper. But this casting couch lineup, there's a lot of talk around it. Being full of production members, but also
Yeah.
just having a very wide array of personalities. And I think that's what people are really intrigued by is how are they going to play out in a team environment.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's a team that will play pretty well together. Not too. There's not like any like conflicting personalities. That's something you always kind of worry about. Like, there's times like when personalities like don't get along or anything, but most of the time people can get rid of it. Like, long as it's not like absolute headbutts. And that team doesn't seem to have any to me. So.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. I don't. None of it is truly conflicting. It's just I guess maybe outspoken players, and we'll see how it
Yeah.
plays out. I mean, they're all good friends, so the power of friendship might prevail over here, compared to I guess this lineup from Walmy maybe, having maybe two rookies. I think Phoenix Blaze is a rookie to the Batty Overwatch League.
I believe
Potentially.
so. He's
Yeah.
definitely been in our SBLs, but I don't believe he's been in a BOL before. But I don't think they have another rookie besides him.
Sam.
Sam?
Sam is so she's the other. So there's
Oh, okay.
two rookies on this lineup
I
compared
mixed
to.
that up with the other Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, just as far as experience goes, I think Casting Couch just has the advantage right out of the gate, and that's what's going to happen right now here on the first map of the series. It's going to be Route 66, Casting Couch on the blue defense, and Wally maybe on the red offense. And it looks like they come out with a good classic No Wonder special. It's Pharmacy Dive in its purest form.
Yeah, Pharmacy Dive with the Tracer. Nothing new here from No Wonder. We've seen it's a great effect. He had it with Heron last year. Has Tree this time, who is definitely no slouch on that Pharah.
Yeah, and you think he goes up and stops the card's progress. No Wonder was taking the deep flank, looking to annoy people in the back with the lure. He gets taken out somehow. I didn't see that. Did he? Maybe got moved off, but Albino Joe is able to secure the res onto UTech, so Casting Couch has the numbers advantage here, and there's going to be a soft reset coming in for Walmy, maybe.
Yeah, not exactly how they wanted to go out here, but they're definitely not in a bad position. We're getting things. I mean, it's pretty early on here.
Yeah,
But
so
we're gonna start seeing ults getting up soon here, and that I feel is gonna really decide how things go.
yeah, Tree is in the backline. He's on top of Big Earls. He's looking for some direct rockets, and Albino Joe. He's not gonna find them. Winston and Mercy go down for Walmy maybe, and there goes Sam the Zenyatta, so no healers on the red side here. And Casting Couch looks like they have another defensive hold here. The cart is stalled out. At Big Girls has to gas up. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have much gas in the cart. You know, you gotta stop halfway, fill up the tank. It's a long way to go after this. And there's no other Big Girls to go about that.
Dude, imagine if Overwatch had this like realistic sense where you had to go find gas cans and like fill up your cart to push it along. That'd be insane. But looks like oh, it's something to note though. Splinter and Albino Joe are running a pharmacy of their own. They have been this entire round, so there are some pharmacy battles going on. No hit scan. Oh, there it is. No wonder.
Oh yeah, no wonder swaps to the Widow.
Yep.
Says
Looking
pharmacy
for that
is
pick.
enough of a problem.
Yeah, and Splinter just, oh, there he gets discorded and gets taken out with the critical. No wonder. This is what they needed. Walby maybe unleashes the rocket barrage over the cart, picks up another kill, so they have the advantage here. There, Albino Joe going down as well, so Casting Couch maybe on a route here. Dragon comes through, splits everybody off the cart, but not able to pick up any kills. And yeah, it looks like it'd be a first point take here. There's maybe an opportunity for another defensive hold here.
It's going to be very close here. The cart was not super far off. I mean, 3 gonna try and hold this window here. We are gonna see some members in position to be able to force a hold.
Yep, UTech comes out that right hole. He will get up to the cart and stop it, but he goes down right away, and then Splinter unleashes his own rocket barrage and gets taken out promptly by his Pharah counterpart. The res comes through, Casting Couch doing everything they can with the Valkyrie up to try to hold this cart on the first point. No wonder he's in the back balcony, sniping away on Widow. Diva Bomb on point from Batmel. Picks up Spoopy too, and it should be just a normal cleanup here. And Walby may be able to take first point here on Route 66.
Yeah, it took him a minute to get going, but some smart swaps, good play overall. Gotta let them get this first point here and continue to march on through the route.
Yep, Tree scouting it out, pushing forward like a good DPS player.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a few changes here out of the Casting Couch squad. Look resets onto his Genji. Classic there. Banjo off of the...
Yeah, the Mercy, exactly. Off Mercy, guys. We are seeing it. Albino Joe playing other heroes in the Overwatch game. Over the opening, double kill for Tree. No wonder picks up a third, make it 4. And yeah, I mean, Walby maybe they didn't even get out to the streets area to defend yet.
That was disgusting. Really, really solid. They were not ready for the fair to be directly above that gate as they walked out.
Yeah, that's a really heads-up aggressive play out of Walby maybe here. It's gonna make this only defensive hold really that they're gonna get here on second point for Casting Couch. Is gonna make it very difficult as they try to funnel through this top choke point. Moira ults to open up the space, but the Winston ult from Babluer trying to knock everybody back and cause a disruption. Splitter gets taken out by No Wonder from far away on that Widow.
Diva ult not gonna find anything there. It is not looking like it's gonna matter there. As member after member of the Casting Couch goes down, as Wally maybe has a much cleaner cap onto the second point.
Yeah, I mean, at least Casting Couch got something out there to stall the cart for a little bit, but not gonna have too much hope for them with their current lineup against this Widow. No wonder, basically unpressured this entire time here on Widow. So he's just taking free shots on Splinter Soldier, as I was about to say. Soldier, it is a good counter to Pharah, but not when played against the Widow. And we're on the hanger phase here. Walby maybe trying to push it through with this pharmacy Widow composition. Kind of tough, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I mean they're doing it. They're just spamming the shield.
I mean, if it's working, it works.
Yeah, there's no reason. Yeah, right. No reason to change this composition. It is working against Casting Couch, who've now looked a little bit in a disarray since first point.
Yeah, it seems like everything was cool, calm, and collected until just one gear got out of place and everything's gone on the way. Maybe this Genji ult's gonna be able to switch things around. Got a couple ults coming up from Casting Couch.
Yeah, Albino Joe, he gets taken out in the 1v1 by Babluer. He misses the sleep dart, but he does nano UTech on his way out, but not very effective because they just didn't push into it. UTech basically on the cart there. But their Splinter's sacrifice are able to take Tree out of the sky, and Hook resets with a Dragon Blade of his own, picks up 2 kills, and Casting Couch rather gets another hold here as they try to regroup and try to take this map back. UTech maybe getting the pin there, it looks like. Babluer going back in, just causing disruption. It's going to be a late feed. It's just a late.
Yeah, that's an odd one. But we are going to see some composition swaps out of here. We're going to Lucio, Brigitte, God, like they got the full
Goats.
6-man.
The Goats.
We
All
got
right.
Goats now for the
We got
last
it.
point.
So for the non-super hardcore Owl viewers or contenders scene people, this is a composition called Goats. It's 3 tanks, 3 supports, stays as 1 unit, very tough to break. Brigitte gives all the armor. Shatter blocked by Babur though on this Reinhardt now, and there were a couple introductory kills there, and so Wally maybe has to back up. But yeah, Goats. This is it's a fun composition. Makes a lot of sense here in a non-vertical area of the map, hangar phase here on Route 66. They basically are just gonna keep smashing their faces against this enemy Reinhardt and hoping to take them down. There's the speed boost, and they're going in. Crescendo, he's in the back with the Dragon Blade. Diva Bomb comes out to maybe dispel this, and he picks up 2 on the backside. It might be an even fight. Hook Reset is doing everything he can to keep this fight alive, but Spoopy goes down on the Diva, and now 2 members left for Casting Couch.
It's Cal versus the world. Hook Resets has to stall out. Good Master Splinter.
Yep. UTech out of the door here on this Reinhardt. He's gonna be the guy that has to stand up in front. And there it is. Aegis here switching over to the Brigitte. Diva Bomb over the top. Actually gonna pick up Sam with the Lucio. That is big. It's an overtime situation. This is the last push for Wally maybe as they go in. Moira ult activated, grab activated as well. UTech with a big slam though! Everyone's down in the follow-up. Looks like he's trying to sweep the streets, and it might be enough here. 3 members remaining for Wally maybe. One of those though is no wonder on this Zarya, who is highly charged.
Sam's back though. Lucio's here once again. Hook Resets coming out with another weave stick to cleanly slice through this team.
Gal! Oh man. The Genji boy himself, the extraordinaire. Lots of good high value Dragon Blades there in hangar phase.
0-2, switching sides.
Whew. Well, this could be it. Casting Couch could take Route 66 outright here. Outright here on their attack.
I would say a really solid last-minute hold there. When things were starting to look rather bad, they pulled it off.
Yeah. So far from this game, things that some notes about these teams, because everyone, this is our first game of the season. I mean, really, we only had the draft and people's ranks, their preferred heroes, but now we get to see these teams in action. And from what I can tell, Walby maybe they have this great sense of knowing what to do after a fight, right? They're pushing up, they're being aggressive, they have that one in the cart, and I mean really that first fight on the streets phase says it all. The rocket barrage over the top, it's smart Overwatch play, right? They're just continually snowballing their advantage. Casting Couch, kind of the opposite, right? After the fights have to regroup a little bit, but overall it seems like they're sticking together as a unit, and they've pulled off some of these fights off the back of some clutch DPS as well from Hook Resets.
Attackers incoming in 30
Yeah, I
seconds.
think Hook Resets having good games is going to be a very, very important aspect of that team's success.
Yeah, Splinter is on this other DPS role. So I mean, last season he was in a main tank position, but this is obviously a role he's a little bit more comfortable with, playing the Soldier in the Pharah, which I believe the only 2 picks he's played so far.
5.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is, like you said, a lot of this is the Hook Resets show. When the Dragon Blade is up at the very least, and it looks like they're going to run that again here on offense.
I'm excited though. We get to see the Widow once again from the winner and Tree onto that Junkrat, which is always been a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, Junk Widow here with the defense on Route 66. Widow makes sense, very popular Widow defense map here, but Tree, he's on that side cliff trying to win those choke battles. But UTech, he jumps straight in and actually takes out No Wonder to start this fight off. Phoenix is playing Mercy, so the res is an option here. He was able to get back into it, but he's not. He gets taken out. Tree, though, with the double kill for himself on this super dangerous Junkrat. Casting Couch, though, I think are coming out on top here, and they will win this first fight at Big Earls.
Yeah, Banjo gonna get the quick res on a Splinter as well. Keep their team up and ready. Continuing that momentum they had from ending the game, the last map.
Diva Bomb over the top, looking like, oh, it actually picks up Albino Joe's. That's pretty big.
And
Diva
back
as well, yeah. A cleverly placed Diva Bomb apparently is highly effective here on this second defensive hold from Walmy maybe, though Sam gets to sleep onto the Primal Rage Winston. Good value, and yeah, it looks like the rest of her teammates are gonna help clean this up. Utek the only one left as he wakes up from his slumber. And yeah, they will hold it here on first point. 2:18 on left in the clock for Casting Couch. They do have that Dragon Blade, so expect a big impact out of that in this next fight. Valkyrie popped initially to start this fight off from Albino Joe. Casting Couch, they're going in deep. Utek dives in past Big Earls, but it took resets actually. The one with the Dragon Blade gets taken out. A quick res will solve that problem. And there's a lot of members to heal here, a lot of spread out members on Casting Couch as they basically call for the full regroup.
Yeah, Casting Couch though showing they are not afraid to just dive all in. Lots of charges here led by Utek. Definitely something to keep eye on, but looks like they've adjusted rather well. Popping off of that Widow. Junkrat doing pretty well as well for them.
Enemies detected.
A tree with the tire preemptively. He's looking for the pick, and he does. He gets it off to AJ0. Does Albino Joe have this res in pocket? And he does. So really, tire gets out the res cooldown, but that could be highly effective here. Hooker says they know he has that Dragon Blade by now, so he might be the target here. But he goes in, jumps up, gets trapped. Oh my God! And there's no pull up, and the deflect going.
Oh my goodness!
Over the top, triple kill with the bomb. Casting Couch, unfortunately, use everything. They use all, I guess, 4 ultimates on board, but they pick it up.
Sometimes you gotta do. You gotta get the point. Throw the whole fucking kitchen sink at him. See what sticks.
Yeah.
And that Diva all stuck.
Yeah. Wow. That's the cleaner right there. That's the clean wipe and Casting Couch. Pick up the first point here on Route 66.
I was a little worried when we first saw the Genji jumps up, gets caught on the trap right as he Dragon Blades. That's you never want to see that happen.
Oh man, I know. Like if he gets taken out there, if he didn't have deflect up, or he just got like insta-give by a mine, that would have been a real tilter here. But Albino Joe has the Valkyrie up for this fight. Casting Couch, they are fighting deep while they only have the one on the cart, trying to push it forward. But Babur, he takes the fight back to the cart, jumps in, trying to relieve pressure from his backline. But he is the one getting taken out actually. Make it 2 and Phoenix Blade, so maybe a little too aggressive out of Walmy maybe. Tree switching over to the Sphera here on the second phase, but he gets taken out with no mercy pocket. And no wonder he's back onto this Tracer, but I'm not sure if he's been picking up any kills here. It looks like he's trying to take out the divers on his enemy backline, but it's just not going to be enough. Kind of a scattered defense.
But now all of a sudden they find themselves possibly facing the exact scenario they gave to the Casting Couch.
Yeah, and I mean this kind of happens on the second point of Route 6.
Oh yeah.
It gets super staggered, it's super hard to defend, but they actually go out. They're gonna look for the fight with Boober on this Winston. He gets the early nano boost to start off, and Sam gets the first blood in the fight to Splitter. So they're gonna pick up the team fight when it appears. Albino Joe goes down. There it is, dominoes in a row. But the cart did reach second point.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's rough because I mean there's such a good defense once they actually got out of the gate. It's just they didn't have the time to regroup.
Yeah, they were just half a second off of getting a touch on that cart to hold it.
Yep. But I mean they should get some good poke damage here as they have to push this cart uphill slightly here. There's a lot of good choke points. Yeah, the defense gets spammed. And look at Tree right here. He's up over above, starts the rocket barrage, gets matrixed, and then gets taken out, shield over Splinter. So some good defensive work from Casting Couch to keep their teammates alive. But on the backside, at the end of it all, Walmy maybe will take this fight.
Yeah, do you think Walmy maybe is going to be able to hold this line here? Just under 2 minutes. They have to go most of the way. But there's a little bit of room for Casting Couch to go. Not as far as the whole fucking distance.
Yeah, I mean, I think they can do it here. Babur, Primal Rage really looking for disruption.
Oh, that's
Oh!
a Nano Mercy.
The Nano Mercy Phoenix Play still has the healing beam out. But that's okay. Splinter's over on the side here. Heal pad Visor trying to pick up some damage, but the cute little slide bomb picks up the double supports in the back. Casting Couch, I think they're getting away with that fight easy.
Yeah.
A good amount
And
of
now
hulks
they got
committed.
one fight. One more fight and they win this.
Yeah, but they have a minute on the clock, so depending on how long this next fight goes, it could be rough to get a clean and organized second fight here. But I don't think they're going to need it. They have the ultimates. UTech with the slam. Now, it actually picked up a couple in the back. No wonder goes down, and now the Dragon Blade to finish this one off. It's pushed. Madville not able to touch it for Walmy maybe, and Casting Couch wins Route 66.
Play
Now
of
for that
the
play
game.
of the game.
Oh, of course. Look. Oh, nice. You got the London Spitfire Genji skin. Let's see what this one's all about. So it's back here on defense. Goes in, takes out the Lucio. Gets a couple extra swipes in there. Phoenix Blaze goes down. 3 kills. I think he gets 4 at the end of that one. And I mean, without him doing work in the back line, might have been a 3 cap
Excellent.
map for Walmy maybe. For free fee, if anyone on my team gets killed by a Diva ult, I am benching them. Yeah, there was a lot of Diva
was a-
ult kills. Like a ton. Like,
Every single default got at least one person.
yeah.
And we
it's-
had a lot of multiples.
Yeah, and I mean, Spoopy, they looked kind of basic in elementary, but I mean, he threw them out there, and I mean, they're effective, right? It zones people out, but surprisingly picking up a lot of kills with them.
Yeah,
I think even the slide one at the end, he just slides it across the floor, like.
Yeah. Fuck it, it's a stealth. It's a sneaky boy. No one, everyone's getting fancy with the defaults. He's just level 1. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna slide this shit down. Everyone thinks I'm gonna do something fancy, and I didn't, and I got
Yeah.
him for it.
Nice. I mean, yeah, maybe that's a good point. I mean, Spoopy, you gotta look into your curling career apparently. 'Cause
Yeah.
you hit it right on the money. So I mean that one actually kind of a surprise to me. Before the match, when you asked me, I thought maybe Walmy maybe had just a better lineup on paper. Thought they were gonna come out really swinging, but it's Casting Couch who looked like a more cohesive unit, picking up the win here on 66. So we move into Blizzard World. What are your thoughts on that map in these teams?
You know, I was like kind of sitting in the same place where I was really surprised by that as well. I was kind of expecting, the one we maybe seen to go through all the way, but I don't know. I think this I am very curious to see how we play on those different styles, like different types of maps as well. Payload, just teams have different styles, and I think the assault escort type, we could go either way. Super helpful commentary though, right there. I'm like fucking
Yes.
second guessing myself back and forth.
Well, okay.
I don't know, man.
For people that playing at home, Blizzard World, it's actually a map that it's just snuck its way into the last season of BOL, but it has been in Overwatch now for a good amount of time. It's been changed here and there to balance it out. It is a hybrid map, so like you said, there is an assault portion here. You got to cap first point and then move the payload down 2 more points. This first point here, there's a lot of Widowmakers played on defense and on attack. There's some pretty long sight lines, so I'm really expecting No Wonder to go over to that Widowmaker again. He did pull it out on Route 66 attack, and I thought it looked pretty effective on first point, right? I mean, and he also got sort of that surprise switch up on Splinter, who was playing the Pharah, so he was an easy pick out of the sky with a Discord and a Widow body shot. So I definitely expect him to play it on defense here, but on the other side on Casting Couch, they don't have Widowmaker players at
Yeah.
all. So they're definitely not going to play that, but it's also a type of map where you could run like a goats or a tanky composition, or really just some kind of death ball. Ryan Zarya is your tank core, and sort of
Yeah.
run onto the first point. So I think we're going to see styles clash here. I think no wonder. And Walmy maybe he's going to run something a little bit more spammy, a little bit more long range, maybe with the Junkrat and a Widowmaker. But Casting Couch, I think they're just going to go straight on the point and brawl them, and hopefully they win that fight.
Yeah, I definitely expect to see a very heavy dive team at the very start out of the casting couch. Like you said, that was kind of like their way they handled the Widowmaker. In the first point out 6, we saw No Wonder have a lot of success with the Widow on offense, but on defense, the enemy team just immediately jumped on him right away.
Yeah.
There's like, okay, sell out, get him real quick, and then we can figure it out from there. And it worked out for him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's really Widow is. I mean, she also got a nerf semi-recently, a couple patches ago. Grapple hook is now 10 seconds instead of 8, so her mobility is nerfed to the point where you actually have to be pretty smart about when you use grappling hook, right? If you use grappling hook in front of the enemy team, and the enemy team has a Winston Diva, you just made your life super hard. Your Mercy has to pocketing you. You know, you're a very squishy character, so it's definitely counterable. And I guess we'll see what they do. So Walby, maybe they're going to be on the red side. They will be attacking first. And we'll see Casting Couch prepare their defense. And there it is. There's a Junkrat, I guess. I was thinking Tree's going to play Junk on defense. But Hook Reset's going to maybe show him up here a little bit. Played a little Junkrat of his own. Splinter on his trusty Soldier, one of his 2 picks here in the Baddie Overwatch League. So it's an okay Soldier map too, as a Soldier aficionado myself. It where he's standing right now is the spot, right? This is a very common defensive first hold here by this rowboat.
Yeah, I mean, Soldier, no, he's never a bad hero, really. Like, he does a lot, and he does, like, a lot of things pretty well, but I wonder if it's going to be that's going to be a problem with the fact that Master Splinter only has, 2 DPS on this team.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, I fear it's going to foreshadow some problems later down the road as they play teams with more adaptive compositional strategies.
Yeah, especially like when we're gonna see something like the goats coming out again.
Yeah, here it is, the goats on attack, and yeah, this makes sense. And let's see what Casting Couch may be expected here. I mean, the lineup they have right now, Junkrat's okay in the sense that he always is going to be hitting those bodies. He's not going to kill anyone straight up, but he is going to farm Riptires very fast. There's the speed boost. They're sort of shrinking him out with the crossover as they move onto this right side of the point. UTech, though, picks up the first kill on the Brigitte of all people on the enemy team. Usually, that's Ryan's worst nightmare. Blue are maybe getting caught out a little bit. Zarya bubble to try to keep him alive, and maybe they have to retreat out of this choke. They're gonna lose this ground as they have to wait for their respawning member. They gotta get out of there. UTech's gonna keep pushing, but Albino Joe already with the Moira ult pushes them back. I don't think he's gonna pick up any kills there.
No, but it was kind of weird to see him like. It was very bizarre to see them push all the way out to the point, lose the tree, and then just slowly go all the way back.
Right? Yeah. They were like kind of like, do we fight this or no? Oh, but there it is. Hook Reset, like I said, with a very fast Riptire. He's going into the middle back. Actually doesn't pick up any. And there was a sound barrier over the top, perhaps. Yeah, there was. Phoenix plays with the Moira ult of his own to try to keep his team alive, but Splinter's Tac Visor over the top picks him up. I think it's an even fight here. It's no wonder he is highly charged. He is picking up a lot of these kills, but it's only him and his tank buddy Batmel. A Diva and Zarya against the world. There's the D-back and Spoopy and Hook Resets, doing everything they can to keep this defense alive, and they do. Sam trapped on point. These are some easy staggers, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't kill yourself. Run up the map.
They're still running in.
Oh no, Casting Couch. They could have staggered that way hard.
Oh, this could be real bad. We can see even longer staggers as people just keep dropping left and right.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought Blue was gonna get picked off again there, and luckily he's not. So Walmy maybe minute 50 on the clock still. Maybe you have to rethink their strategy, but no, they're sticking with this Goats comp. They used a lot of the ultimates in that last fight, but they will have the rally up. Hook Resets with another tire over the top. Maybe he can pick up something up with no sound barrier. He's seeking, there he is. He picks up No Wonder, who had already built up at least gonna charge, it looks like. And yeah, they're gonna have to retreat and regroup.
Yeah, this seems to be kind of
Faster.
like... I've seen this before! This looks familiar!
Oh man, and see, this is really, it perplexes me, right? Because, well, I mean, maybe they showed me on Route 66 they were a team that understood the dynamics of like going in and out. Like, when do we fight, when do we don't, right?
Yeah.
You just won the team fight, you're playing escort, you push 5 people up on their spawns, 1 in the cart, right? But here, they're losing 1, and instead of saying like, oh, just, you know, like, fight till you die, right? Die on point, try to have them expend ultimates. Or run away, they don't do either.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what we're doing.
It's really weird. It's like, oh my goodness.
Oh, the particles are everywhere on the kill feed for the red side. Well, maybe this is their fight to win, if anything. But Hook resets. He picks up a double kill with the nades and the launcher. The tire picked up 1 previous, and this defense holds strong. 23 seconds left now.
Yeah.
For Walby, maybe Batman. What do you? Gets trapped. The stagger is so real. What is she doing? Yeah, okay, now they're playing it smart. Casting Couch now finishing her off.
10 seconds.
I don't even know what the respawn time is default. Is it 5 seconds? 4
I
seconds?
think it's 6, I think?
6 seconds? That, yeah, I mean, she's not even gonna be up. She just got
No.
up in her spawn. It's overtime now. It's gonna be a 5v6 at best for Walby maybe here. What kind of ultimates do they have? They really just have the self-destruct, who is still walking back from spawn. Albino Joe using that Moira ult to keep his team alive here in this last overtime hold. Hook resets, picking up No Wonder. And Casting Couch, they stay as a unit, they stay strong here on first point Blizzard World as they do a methodical cleanup and have the full hold.
No, it starts making me wonder here as like this thing goes on. The Casting Couch has been doing like really solid against that Goats comp.
Score.
And I wonder, like, you mentioned how we saw Walmy maybe being able to go in and out like really well before that. If they're just like, hey, Goats is a great comp, let's just slam some people together and call it good. And it's just they don't have much experience with it.
Yeah, no, it's true. Maybe it's just the lack of experience playing this composition. It does get very hectic if anyone's actually played Goats and against other like sort of tanky lineups. It's really sporadic all over the place. But no one dies, and if someone does die, you kind of just have to make a decision. Do you full retreat, or do you just fight until you die, right? You make them use ultimates, make them pay for it, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't do either, and they looked really sloppy, looked kind of harsh there. But that was the reality of it, because Casting Couch put themselves in a very good position to take the 2-0 lead here in the series.
Yeah. Only one piece of the pie here. They did Wally maybe failed to get a single point of capture on that. I'm sure Casting Couch feels very good after that.
Yeah, I mean the playbook's wide open. It's I think it's gonna be 4 minutes, right, for the attack. I think that depends on the map. I'm not sure though, but
I think it
Incoming
depends on
in
map,
30 seconds.
but 4 minutes sounds right.
yeah. I mean it's a good amount of time in the world of Overwatch, and it looks like, just based on what they have selected here in spawn, which, you know, 15 seconds left, can't trust all the way, but it looks like some very familiar picks from Route 66. Hook resets on the Genji Splinter on his trusty soldier, Ryan Zarya tank combo, and then, you know, surprisingly, Anna Moira, which is one of the least seen support duos, just due to their inherent lack of no synergy. They don't have a true support ultimate in the sense of like a sound barrier or a transcendence to keep everyone alive. But they technically might not need it. There's not a lot of combos that they're gonna have to be worried about, because Walmy maybe, like I predicted before the match, No Wonder is gonna be on this Widow, so they're just running a pretty standard anti-dive composition here. Tree on the Junkrat as well. Casting Couch, they're taking this top high ground, but no, they're actually doing the full reach around. Love the strategy. The team pulled this out last season. It's now become sort of a standard in the Blizzard World playbook, because it does allow sort of your low range tank characters to try to defend this high, or to attack this high ground. And there it is. Since he's going in, pushes Tree off of that high ground, and Batman will kind of be the first though to pick up the kill onto Utech. So maybe a botched first attack here, but they're gonna keep fighting. Hook resets, has that Discord, they're going in.
Yeah, Master Splitter on behind, finding both the supports here. This could be the thing that his team needs.
No wonder he is on this Widow. He's trying to bounce around in between his tanky members, and he will survive here. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I didn't even notice, but Splinter had this cheeky dock flank where he went underneath and sort of flanked around, picked up 2 supports on his own, but really opened himself up to the good crossfire from No Wonder's Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Which is what you kind of have to be on this map. When you're playing Widow, you have to be able to move around to these different high grounds. It is pretty easy to get taken out in Dove. And wow, Casting Couch wasting no time. They are very speedy as they get back into this fight. It's a trade 1-for-1, but Lure actually picks up a second on the backside. Hook resets with the Dragon Blade. Takes out the squishy members of No Wonder and Phoenix Blaze. Batmel with the self-destruct kill of her own, but Baldur, he's getting Ninja Start in the back. He's so annoyed. The Transcendence from Sam to keep everyone alive, and they're just gonna keep stalling it. It's a fair 3v3 it looks like, but Splinter is now back into the fight. Tree with the tire around. Oh, but it actually gets taken out by Hook resets. Splinter with a attack visor of his own gets taken out, and it looks like a defensive pull here. Or Walmy maybe.
Now, William may be standing strong here, not giving an inch.
Oh man, this is we might be seeing our first draw of this
I was saying,
season.
it's getting intense. We're rapidly approaching draw territory, but still got a few fights left here for Casting Couch to be able to pull one out.
Yep, and there they are. Quick speed onto the point. UTech plants his feet strongly onto the point. Picks up a double slam there. Gets the pin onto Sam as well. So no Zenyatta, no Transcendence even possible here. And Casting Couch, the tanks are UTech going big. Picking up that slam with the Fire Strike swings on the backside of it. HS0 picking up No Wonder. And Wami maybe will fall down, and Casting Couch takes Blizzard World. Leads the series 2-0.
Play of the game.
Hook resets again, man. He's going for 3 in a row.
Yeah, man is popping off.
Yeah, on this Junkrat. Pretty simple over the top. Picks up Phoenix Blade, who was really out of position there. But a cute little double grenade. Tons of damage. Look at that, 33% of his team's heroes' damage. But you know, this is interesting. Not what I expected out of this matchup. But Casting Couch pleasantly surprising me so far. It looks like they just needed to get warmed up on Route 66, but they're definitely firing on more cylinders than I believe they had going into this match.
Yeah, I mean, they were looking for what I thought was a even but favored towards Walmy Baby is turning into a very possible clean sweep in their favor.
Yeah, so
However,
we'll move into our third map of Oasis. So it will be a control map. Plenty different than the other 2 modes we just saw. So I mean, this is just straight King of the Hill. It's a big brawl, big skirmish. I love it. Love control maps. Luckily, we're getting another one with Busan. Thank you, Blizzard. If you could remove some of the assault maps as well, and just maybe add in like a chance to get control ×2 in matchmaking, that'd be great.
yeah, I mean, good old King of the Hill.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan. And this is the mode, like, originally going into this is the mode I would have expected while we maybe have the largest advantage on. Just because of the fact that, like, they're not, I imagine just because it's only week 1, although they guys have played with each other a lot, they're going to be the less organized team. But they had, like we were saying when we were coming in, we expected them to have the higher average skill. Whether or not that's the case, as we're seeing now, we'll find out. But,
yeah, and I mean, just from, you know, looking at the DPS stars of Walmy, maybe Tree and No Wonder, who I'm sure a lot of, you know, hope and a lot of thought is sort of put into them as these guys you know you try to pocket, keep alive, right? Because they have put out the work in past seasons, and From playing against them as players, they thrive in control maps, right? It seems like they're always doing so well on this type of map where it is a lot of it's just straight up brawling and mechanical 1v1s on the side and stuff like that. So this is really the zone where I think No Wonder and Tree can thrive. It's just a matter of whether their team is there to help back them up. Casting Couch is looking more and more organized as the series goes on, so that might just give them the edge here on Oasis.
5, 4,
So it looks like we'll be running 2 Pharahs here.
round 1.
Pharmacy dive, or wait, not a true pharmacy dive out of Walmy maybe, but Bluer is going to be on that Reinhardt. Oddly enough, Winston is still a pretty good pick here. The 2 dive tanks having a good vertical mobility onto this high ground here with this jump pad. No wonder in Tree though, and Batmel all going deep into the thick of things as they try to retain this high, or take hold of this high ground. For the
No time wasted, both teams immediately just take off.
It's always a race to the jump pad, and everyone just launches their abilities at each other and hopes for the best. And it's scattered. It is definitely all over the place. Look resets. Just trying to go into the backline as Genji, looking for the support kills, but Walmy maybe doing a much better job of staying organized. As I believe they have the advantage here as they move on to the point. Splitter on the wrong side of dodge, and yeah, he gets. Or actually, no, that is the side, but gets taken out nonetheless. Walmy maybe takes the first point here.
Yeah, decisive fight win here. Gonna pay off for them as well. Also, No Wonder almost already has that Tracer bomb. Gonna be keeping an eye out for that.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see No Wonder now really coming in to Tracer. Route 66 was kind of a blunder, but I think it was more of a teamwork thing. But here on his famed Tracer pick, he is definitely doing work. He's going in, looking for the pulse bomb under the back line, not gonna pick that up. But it might not matter because his team is there. They are coordinated. They are diving on those backline targets. It might be a clean sweep here. Spoopy, the only one left alive, and there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, no deaths for Walmy maybe, as that was a clean hold.
Yeah, very clearly unfazed from their previous rounds. Looking very clean here on Oasis.
Wait, did Splinter? What, did he use Tac Visor just out of spawn, or I don't?
No, he
I thought.
split. He was on Pharah. He switched to like Soldier.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Anyway, Pamel launches the Demon Bomb on the stairs, trying to dissect the team here. Able to pick up hook resets, and Tree's Rocket Barrage picks up UTech. And there goes Splinter as well. So this is another clean hold on a Walmy maybe. Holy shit! They've turned on.
Yeah. What's absolutely mind-boggling to me is like not only like have they just been like crushing these fights, like they've been crushing hard up. We have one ult. We have one ult finally up for the casting couch. No wonder's already sitting on his second Tracer ult.
Yeah, no, yeah, second, maybe even third. I don't even know at this point, but
Oh
yeah,
no!
Oh, he picks up the stick on the Swift. That's a tilter, and the fight starts really well here for Walmy. Maybe it will be the last fight potentially as we move into overtime. Sam takes out hook resets, and without that backline threat, this should be an easy pick up here. UTech with a big slam, but there's a transcendence to keep everybody up. There's just not enough damage alive left on board for Casting Couch to try to follow up from that big slam. And yeah, everyone's just gonna go down. I'm not sure Walmy maybe even lost a member since when they took the point.
They lost. Yeah, once they got to the point, they didn't lose anybody.
Yeah, wow.
They
And
lost 2 people on the first fight,
0.
and that was it.
damn, yeah, that's insane. That's some clean Overwatch there, folks.
My
And
privilege to lead
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're killing it here on Oasis. On
It
Control.
does not get cleaner than that.
Yeah. So I mean, Casting Couch kind of struggling to crack the code there, at least on sort of a modified pharmacy dive. I mean, I think Blue was still on that Reinhardt at the end there. He might have switched over to Winston. I'm not too sure, but he is now on Winston now, which makes a little bit more sense. I mean, Gardens once again has this sort of crucial high ground once you get onto the point that Winston is really easily able to get on. Both teams moving straight to the point. They're looking to see where they go. And Tree with Phoenix Blaze are gonna round the pharmacy once again. Splinter on his own as well, but there's no mercy in the sky to pocket him, so it's gonna be pretty empty air battle on the side of Casting Couch, but it might not matter because Splinter takes out his Pharah counterpart. Hook Reset's actually opening up that fight with a kill, and there it is. It flipped around. Casting Couch takes the first point here on Gardens.
Yeah. Now they get a clean fight for themselves. No man dead. They get to pick up 3 members of the enemy team.
Yeah, and I wonder what the switch up is going to be, and there it is. No wonder, switching from Tracer over to McCree. This is a smart pick because Splinter does not have a Mercy pocket. This is basically the wet dream for McCree players. But Hooker says they're going deep. Casting Couch really pushing their advantage here. They take out Sam and No Wonder, so 2 vital members of the pie down, and the cleanup begins. They're looking for Staggers. Madmel's actually out of this diva, yeah, and there she goes finally off the edge to fully reset as full diva.
Yeah, and all of a sudden Casting Couch flipping the tables. AJ Zero though gonna get knocked out by that rocket blast. Flash damage is effective.
Utex jumps in to start this one off, trying to create space for his Genji player. Hook Resets is in the back line. There he is, picks up the slash and the dash onto Phoenix Blaze. Meanwhile, on the other side though, Tree takes out the opposing Pharah and gets the DMAC onto Spoopy. These fights always turn into diving the backline, you know, as true dive battles go. But Wami maybe always coming out on the backside and losing that once again. We're over 70% now, so we're entering 2-fight, potentially even 1-fight territory, depending on how long this next one takes for Wami maybe. Labur jumps in, he gets stunned. There is the rally. All this armor now be going over to the members of Casting Couch. Utech jumps in on the opposite side, trying to create space. He didn't have that primal rage, so it was a big bait. And as he goes in, pushes the enemy team back 92, 93% now. Wami has to get onto this point. And there they are. They open up with the Transcendence. Drops the Clonker and picks up Splinter. An opposing Diva Bomb not going to pick up anything for Spoopy Poopa. The fight's looking hectic. There it is. Dragon Blade once again resets, takes out one of the supports. Looking for another one, and he does. He takes out both the supports for Walmy maybe in their last attempt here. Casting Couch looks like they're gonna win this one again. 99-0, right
100-0 clapback.
Yeah, that's usually you never see that either. What the hell?
Yeah, we see 100-0 with like basically no deaths. A bit more deaths, but reverse 100-0.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even. Wally maybe didn't even get close to capturing that point.
Yeah,
it wasn't even like
no,
you know getting
neither
into
of
those
those
3v2s, 2v3s.
Neither of these were remotely close.
Yeah, and we'll see how this first match of the season, folks, how it ends here on Oasis University. My favorite of the 3 Oasis maps. It's small and it's close quarters. A lot of goats, a lot of tanks, a lot of slams. But you know, you still see the Pharahs run here. There is a lot of open space up here and some good spots to hide around.
Speaking of goats, we are gonna see goats once again.
Yep. Walmy maybe opting to run it out of the gate here on University. Splinter onto that Pharah, but once again, no Mercy to pair with the Pharah. Very interesting. They're running Moira Brigitte, so they're very concerned about sticking together as a unit and healing some of the tankier members of their squad. And they push in. Walmy maybe caught into this small dark space, this dark room with the mini, and it's just a complete brawl. No one's going down. Lucio, Aura, max value, and Splinter already had a rocket barrage, launches it in, picks up a ton of kills, and Casting Couch.
Oh
they
my
do
goodness.
the cleanup and they take the point here on
Master
University.
Splinter with a super fast rocket barrage.
Wow, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's a double. Pharah is a double-edged sword against goats, right? You're never gonna kill anyone. You're not gonna be able to chunk out and straight up kill any of the squishies on a goats comp, but you are gonna build up your rocket barrage very fast because how can you not hit this goats comp? But Hook resets. He is in the back. He's looking for the Dragon Blade. Not able to pick up anything yet. Not able to get those resets that he so desperately wants. The rally is popped for Walmy maybe as they are pushed back into their own spawns. Casting Couch, they are going hard in the paint and they clean up the members and push Walmy maybe out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Casting Couch. wasting no time at all, continuing the momentum they've had before, looking somehow even more dominant and more aggressive.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, they actually have a firmer grasp of how to defend this point. Maybe that's just sort of the map in general, but Utek and Ukri says once again they dive into the backline, cut off from their own team, playing a very dangerous game here, but it seems to be working out. The aggressiveness is measured. Spoopy picks up the first kill on the Baloo. Utek getting that jump pack damage in the middle of it. Splitter, rocket barrage over the top, and heads up play by I think no wonder there. Whoever dove into him, forcing himself to self-destruct. But it won't be enough. Casting Couch obscenely taking this fight.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now we're looking very close to one fight territory again with how long these fights have been going. And the rare Diva ult for this that does not claim a life.
Yeah, he's just throwing it out. Yeah, he switched over. No wonder was on that Diva, so. Hooker said though another Dragon Blade. He's going into the back. He's looking for Sam, and he does pick her out, and no wonder goes down as well. There's no defense in the backline for the Dragon Blade. The hook resets are now coming through.
Yeah, Hooker says 5K,
Oh my
6K.
god! Oh my
That's
god!
the full team sweep. That's the Gangu. Weeb noises. Homoa.
Casting Couch with the 3-0 here to start off their baddie Overwatch Season 5 story. And Hooker says he does it.
What a surprise here.
3 play of the games in one series. I don't think we've ever seen that, I'm gonna be honest, but here it is right at the very end. Just no defense. Flashbang must have been down or missed it, and the 2 Dragon Blade kills is enough to basically win that fight outright. Weave noise is aplenty, and
yeah.
Casting Couch, man, they got way better as the series went on. It was like kind of this slow ramp up.
Yeah.
But it became perfection. At least baddie Overwatch League perfection there at the end on University.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that was insane. They absolutely. I have never seen 3 like so one-sided games at King of the Hill in a row. Let alone like when it's the same teams playing each other on other sides.
yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, a lot to take in from that game, but we will have to analyze at a later date because we have our second match of the night coming up, folks. It's going to be 3 Dans, 1 Cup, taking on all Dabs, no Blab. Great team names, by the way, and we'll catch you on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.